Hello, my name is Michelle Schneider, and I'm going to show you a quick tip on how to customize your designs in Divi. Now, I absolutely love using Divi to build websites because it makes it so easy. However, sometimes you run into situations where you can't find the right module settings to create exactly what you want. But there's no need to worry. With Divi, you can customize just about anything with the help of CSS. So the example that I'm going to show you today is how to stack any Divi module side by side within a row. This works really great if you're trying to put two call to action buttons next to each other or even small images. I actually just used this technique on a site that needed to display 8 tiny logos next to each other, and instead of going through the trouble of building out 8 columns, I used the technique and it worked great. So let me show you how it's done.
We're going to start with an example web page. We're going to pretend we have a coffee shop and we've got 2 call to action buttons that we would like on the intro section. And ideally, we would like them stacked side by side and in the center of the page. So as you can see, I've got one button that says order online and one button to view the menus. So how might I do this? Your first initial reaction might be just put them in 2 columns and adjust the column width so that you could stack them easily side by side. That is a solution. Often, if you've ever done this, you know that you often run into issues when the buttons are different widths. They don't always behave the way that you want them to. And sometimes you think it'd just be easier if you could just put them side by side in one row, but you can't. So let's show you how to do this. So as I'm in my visual builder here, all I have is a single row, 1 column, and I've got my 2 modules. So the first thing I'd like to do is click on the row settings. This will bring up our settings box. And now we're actually going to go into the column settings. So please take note of this. If you're going to make these adjustments on the row settings, it will not work. We're going to click this gear to get into the column settings. And you can now see up top here, we are in the column settings. Navigate to the advanced tab and custom CSS. In the main element section is where we're going to start to add some CSS to modify our modules. So the first thing I'm going to add is Display Flex. As you can see, the buttons are now side by side next to each other. There isn't any spacing around them. We will address that in a moment. But the next thing I want to tackle is to get them centered. So I need to add 2 more lines of CSS here to make sure that these are going to be center aligned. The first one I'll add is Align Items Center. And you can see what happened here was that now they're kind of out of sync. So one is higher than the other, and that's not necessarily what we want, but we will fix that in a minute. The last CSS that we're going to add here in this section is going to be Justify Content Center. And now you can see that they are now in the center of the page. We've got a few more things to fix before we can call this a success. The next thing we want to do is travel back to the row settings. Now, to address the fact that these are now sort of out of line and they're not displaying at the same height, there is a kind of a weird thing that happens. There's extra padding that is getting added to this button here, and it actually has to do with the gutter width. So we just need to change the gutter width to fix this. So in order to do that, we'll go to the Design tab in the row settings. We'll go to Sizing. We'll use a custom gutter width and we'll turn this to 1, and voila, everything is now fixed. So that is all that we need to do on the row. The next things that we can address will be the spacing for each button. So let's hit save on these row settings and then we will navigate to each individual button. I will click on the design spacing tab for this, and then I'm going to add 10 pixels to every single side of the button. And that will allow for just a little bit of space in between each button, as well as when and if we want these buttons to stack, then they'll have that extra space too. So it is important to add the top and bottom if you are planning on having these buttons stack on top of each other when you're going to the mobile view. We'll save that. Let's do the same thing for this button. We'll click the Design tab and then go to Spacing, add our 10 pixels. And then hit save on this as well. So let's check and see what this looks like when we are looking at different devices. So we'll test our tablet view and that's looking pretty good. We'll test our mobile view and not so great. So the one thing that you could do, let's say you really wanted these buttons side by side on a mobile view. It's not impossible. I would probably suggest decreasing the size of the text, which we could easily do. We could go into design, we would go into our button stylings, and then for the text, we would enable our device type. And then for mobile, we might push that down to, let's see what 15 looks like. We'll hit save, do the same thing. For this button, enter our device type, we'll go down to 15, and then we can hit save. One other thing that we could do if we wanted to get this a little bit more space is we could go into the width here, and then we could increase the width of the row for mobile devices. So maybe we set 95. That would be a way that you could do it. So one possibility. So I could hit save there, but let's say that maybe we really just wanted these buttons to stack on top of each other, and that's fine. I'm going to go to the history and we will go back a few steps here. And we'll hit save there. The only thing we would need to do to modify these to stack on top of one another is to go back into our column settings. Again, not the row settings, the column settings. We would go to the advanced tab, custom CSS, and then we just need to enable the device type here. And for our phone, we could say display block, and that would stack them on top of each other. Another thing that we could do is we could hit save. If we wanted these alignments to change, we could go into our button settings, go to the design tab, hit alignment, and for the device type on a phone, we could hit center. So that would be an easy way to make those adjustments. I'll do it one more time for this. We'll hit the device type and then center align that and hit save. So this would be a simple way to stack these buttons. Now, if you'd like to grab the CSS, if you didn't write it down, I do have a landing page that you can go to copy and paste this text for you to use on your own site. Just visit michelletheCreator.com/stack-divi-modules. You can see that address here on the screen, and you can go and find all the resources you need to create this for yourself. One last thing I'd like to say about using this technique: when you are using Display Flex on the column settings, literally anything that you add within the column will be stacked side by side. So it doesn't really matter what module type you are using. So I could even go in and add icons next to each other. I don't know why I would want to do that, but if you do have a situation where you have a mix of things that you would like to put side by side, maybe you have icons and images that you wanted to put next to one another, this technique would work great for that. So you aren't limited to specific module types that you can stack next to each other. It's just going to be anything within the row will appear side by side. So I hope you found this helpful.